So for us to do that, you're going to want to click on post a new product. There are two ways you can get to the post a new product section. You can either click on here, or you can also expand the manage orders and then click on post a product. You still be brought to this same page. All right, it's going to be asking you for your product title. What's going to be your product title? What do you sell? Right, so my product title is going to be rice. Let's say I am a rice man. I deal in different kinds of rice. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be using a particular brand in mind. So I'll call this Tomato Gold Rice. Okay, then I'm going to ask you how many days delivery would you be able to complete this. So for me, I would say give or take 1 day. Now bear in mind that all of these options actually helps boost your ranking on the entire marketplace. If I'm a buyer that is coming to buy your product, and then I see somebody who, because I'll be showing us how to filter, I'll be showing us how to search, and the search uses a serious filter system that you can filter sellers who actually are very prompt with delivery, who are very fast with delivery. So if you're not able to meet up with some of these criteria, you will not be booming on the marketplace. And for you to make money, you're gonna have to be very attentive. You're gonna have to stay up to speed. You're gonna have to follow the customer. So every single person wants their product to be delivered to them as fast as possible. How can you close that barrier? That is meant for you to figure out, right? Because with Afrimillz, this new model, you have the power is in your hands. You have the ability to do whatever it is you want to do. So how your money or transaction goes, that's going to be solely dependent on you, right? So I'm going to be using 1 day delivery because I can actually deliver in 1 day. But if you can't, please be honest. You have up to 7 days to choose, right? So I'll be delivering in 1 day. If you cannot, please do not forget to deliver in 2 days, because if you deliver late, the customer is going to tell you that you delivered late. And if you have a bad ratings, this is an entirely strange system. There's power in the hands of the seller. There's also power in the hands of the buyer, right? So if the buyer gives you a bad rating, you will not show up on the home page, and the home page is the goal, right? Now, 1 day delivery. I'm going to ask you, what's your product price? Okay, so my price is 25,000 naira for this bag of rice. Now you need to understand that your price is very flexible. You can change it based on how the market is going, based on how things are going, but try as much as possible to make sure that you keep it fair, right? You don't want a situation why people in Nigeria still buy offline is because the product that they see online is more expensive than offline. So it's going to get to a stage where if you are known for a really expensive product, you would not be able to actually sell on this marketplace, right? Now, I skipped something. We're supposed to fill out our profile, but after we've created our first product, and we are going to go back to filling out our profile to make everything look legit, because it's very important that you have a profile picture, because if you don't have a profile picture, it's going to be a problem. It's not going to be ideal or nice to be selling to somebody that you don't know. This is an avatar, so you want to try as much as possible to make sure that you have your face. It's if you trust yourself, if you're confident in what you do, definitely showing your face will not be a problem, right? So let's just keep going. Now we have add-ons. Add-ons are, let's say, extras that you can actually attach to your product to make some extra money. So for instance, do you do delivery? Put a price there. If you don't do delivery, that means the customer has to come for the pickup themselves. They're gonna have to state it out here, right? So let's say my add-on service, now I'll give it a name, a title. So let's say delivery to Park Lagos. You can be very creative with this add-ons. This is so much power. You can do whatever it is you want to do, right? So you can even give discounts on your add-ons. You can say, okay, if you buy 2 extra bags, you're going to get 1 extra bag for free. All of these are add-ons and extras that you can actually, implement on your product. Now it's going to ask you what's the price. The price is going to be, let's say, this is for 1 bag, right? So the delivery of this to Lagos would be 1,500. So one thing that I like to do is to state it out. It's good to state it out. Tomato gold rice. What is the pieces? What is the quantity? So you can say 5 bags. So all you have to do is just to times 25,000 by 5 to put your figures here, right? But I will just be using 1 bag. Okay, so 1 bag. I always like to make sure that my products are well described, because you know how Nigerians can be. If you don't put it out in their face, they would not be able to read it. It's not that they can't read it, but we are so much in a haste that we don't, some things actually skip our minds. So try as much as possible to make sure that it is right there in their faces, so you don't have any issues in the future or disagreement, right? So delivery to park at Lagos, 1,500. Add-on service details. So what's the details? We can deliver your products to the nearest park or to your location's nearest park. Okay, so do you have any other additional add-on? So let's just close this and then click on this, and then let's say we're gonna call this delivery to Abuja. How much is this gonna cost? So let's say 1,000 naira. And then what's gonna be the detail? We can deliver to let's say Jabi. Let's just put it detailed here, Jabi or Nyanya. Okay, so you can close this. Now let's add an additional add-on, and let's call this extra 1 bar. No, let's call this, okay, so it's also nice, like I said, details, right? So tomato gold rice, you can put a hyphen, put 50 kg. Okay, it's very important that you put details and specifics. These are some of the things that when the administrator sees and how detailed it is, it's going to actually make your approval ratings go up. Why? Because product like this will be pushed. It's much more easier for the buyer to understand and buy. So definitely it's going to be, the algorithm is going to favor somebody who actually took their time to put out the details on their product. Now, so we're just going to call this 10 kg extra. 10 kg extra. Okay, what's going to be the price? Let's call this 5,000, of which you're giving them a deal. The deal is they will not get 10 kg outside, but if they are buying this particular product plus this, they can actually get 10 kg extra. Bear in mind that you cannot buy add-ons alone. You must buy add-on attached or attributed to a particular product. So you don't think that somebody will just come and buy 10 kg. No, it doesn't work like that. So let's call this rice. Let's call this oops, sorry. So let's call this tomato gold rice, 10 kg extra. Great. So get a great deal. Get a great deal by purchasing 50 kg to get 10 kg for half the price. Okay, all right, now we're going to see how this is going to come out, but let's just keep going. It's going to ask you to choose a product category, so just call this rice, and then it's going to ask you to describe the product. So you could say our product, our rice is the best in town. We have the best rice meals in the whole Nigeria. In the whole Nigeria. We have been in operation. We have been in operation for well over 10 years. You can trust us. You can trust us to deliver high quality rice with no stones, or dirt. Okay, it's going to ask you for an image. Very important. It's always good to have an image. An image is much more convincing, right? I feel more convicted seeing what I'm buying. So let me just search for rice on the internet. Okay, so let's look at images. I'm looking for bag of rice, so let me be specific. So you realize that you also get good searches when you're specific. So try as much as possible to be specific. And now we have what we want. Okay, let's be more specific. Let's call this tomato gold rice. Let's see if we'll have, boom. Now we have some products, right? Tomato gold. So I would just go for this. I think this is pretty much good. And I'll save it. Okay, so after saving, you're gonna come back to your dashboard. Bear in mind that you can add more than, one image, right? So let me just add an extra one. Let's add this. Nigerians love to see the quality of whatever it is that they are buying. So I would just save this also, and I will also upload it here. So add additional file, and then I'll just add it here. This is going to ask you what's your location. This location that is asking you of is where is the product located, right? You remember that sometimes you can have your meal at a different state, and I've dealt with some of this vendors in the past, so I understand that they can have their meals at a different state. So just try as much as possible to be honest, be specific. So my meal is at let's say Jigawa. Okay, so that's where my meal is. It's going to ask you product FAQ. FAQ simply stands for frequently asked questions. So you've been at this business for a long time. You've gotten to understand that people have certain kinds of questions that they love to ask, and you don't want to be coming back and forth to be answering the same question over and over again. So this is an opportunity for you to just put in the question, also the answer. First question that I get a lot after selling is, does it have stone? Does it have stones? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Our rice is the best. Our rice is the best. You have another FAQ. So let's call this, do you deliver nationwide? You can get the idea right now, and you can imagine the amount of ability that a platform like this gives to you. Do you deliver nationwide? Let's say yes, we do. Yes, we do. Just reach out to us. Reach out to us via chat, and we can arrange something. I'm sorry. Sometimes my finger types faster than I can think. That is why I sometimes make some mistakes. All right, so let's just look at this, and I think we're good. Okay, so go ahead and click on save and update. And then let's see if we can actually save our product. Okay, so our product has been successfully saved. All right, let us view it now. Let's view it in a new tab. So tomato gold rice 50 kg. Wow. So this is what our product looks like. Now you notice that we do not have a system where you are gonna have to wait for the administrator to approve your product before it goes live. The reason why is because we believe that you must have read the terms and conditions. We're giving you the benefit of the doubt, right? So Afrimillz is going to be giving you the benefit of the doubt that you are actually following the terms and conditions as you should. Now, remember that at the moment you post this product, it goes live on the marketplace. Every person sees it. The administrator sees it as well. And your product is immediately reviewed. And if it violates the terms and conditions, your product will be taken down immediately. As a matter of fact, the administrator sees the product even before you post it, even before the customer sees it. So you must make sure that you are in a clear conscience, making sure that your product meets the vendor terms and conditions. Read, understand if it's going to work for you or not. Now, this is a beautiful image. I love the image. This is the extra image that we have, so pretty much cool. I do not have any problem with this. Now, this is where your reviews will come in. Imagine if you're having loads and loads of reviews, definitely you'll be a number one on the home page. And it's very important that you try as much as possible to keep a good review, a good clean sheet, right? So this is Q. It means that how many orders are you actually working on right now? Sometimes a customer can come, look at your page, look at your product, and realize that you're actually attending to 20 customers. And they just be like, maybe you might not be able to deliver promptly. Let me move on to somebody who does not have so much orders in queue, right? So, but if you can deliver, why not? Trustman is going to convince them. We also have a chat set up here where you can actually chat and communicate with the buyers who are interested in buying your product. Actually, they can actually send you text messages and you can also respond back to them. So this is our product. This is the price. We said 1 day delivery time. How many views have we had? As people are viewing your product, the views will be, your view count will be increasing and increasing. Now imagine if your product is the highest viewed, you would also be noticed on the home page. So it's very important that you try as well to make everything work seamlessly as possible. That is why we've tried as much as possible to make this new platform very much easy to use and understandable, even by the most non-techiest of person, right? So add-on services, these are the services that we actually listed. So if you click on this right now, it's going to add to the price, right? So now extra 5,000 equals to 30,000. Do you see how seamless it is? Okay, let's add our delivery. Let's say the person is actually delivering to Abuja. That's 31,000. Okay, what about to Lagos? It's going to increase again, right? So these are the point I was trying to make earlier, that the add-on services actually works in correspondence with the actual product, right? So as you are making, or as a buyer is actually making iterations to the actual product, the price is going to be reflecting. So it's just left for you to be creative, however it is you want to go about, customizing your product. That would be up to you, right? So